this Monday. Everybody that's listening to this podcast on YouTube, as always, I need your participation. Go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with at least one person for me. All right, the news came out, man, yesterday that 21 Savage, man, this was crazy,
man,
was actually, a UK or United Kingdom, citizen. Now, today, everybody were kind of, wondering, if it was true, if there was a mix up, what a Daily Mail online published a story, and they actually published 21 Savage's birth certificate, and it does confirm that 21 Savage was born at Newham Hospital in East London. And they said that he lived in England 12 years before moving to Atlanta. Now, the big controversy about this whole story is that pretty much he was convicted of a crime, in this country, I think about 2014, and pretty much has overstayed his visa. So right now ICE locked him up, and they're trying to hold him and deport him. The last we heard, his lawyer now is fighting vigorously to try to pretty much saying that it's not his fault, to get him out. Obviously, he just is busy, he's making money. He's one of the top, rappers out of the South. So very unfortunate situation. I personally, like you said in pre-production, had no idea that 21 Savage, was born in the UK. But first of all, your thoughts on that. And number two, do you think this ruins his street credibility to a certain extent?
Nah, I don't think it ruins his street credibility at all. Right. I really don't. I think that brother lived his life genuinely, and what he raps about, whether you understand it or not, he lived.
Right.
And like I talked about yesterday when the story broke on Viral Hip Hop News, I really liked his maturation process that he was going through, because he was a knucklehead at first, and it was easy to clown him and mumble rap and all this stuff. And as you see that brother gradually evolve, it's like, whoa, now you can respect him. He said, "Nah, we're gonna get rid of the violence. I'm not gonna do anything but uplift my people. I'm a role model, this and that." And I was like, okay, this is something that you could really respect. It was wild because I'm going through YouTube, and you know how you can look at a video but not necessarily listen to the audio. You can watch it though. I was sitting there doing that with the J. Cole video, and it was about a 6-minute long video, him and 21 Savage, and the video was powerful, so powerful I didn't even have to necessarily listen. I'm watching it and I'm like, damn, this shit, it was very powerful to even watch. Kid is maturing, and then all of a sudden this pops up. Now, he had a crime in 2014. Let's get to the facts. If ICE was after him, hell yeah, there was going to be a birth certificate that popped up, whether we know it or not. ICE ain't going to be after you unless
pretty much
you're an immigrant.
Yeah.
So he was an immigrant, whether we believed it or not. And it was wild to hear. Thought he was from Georgia. Never heard a UK accent. Never heard anything. But hey, we all know there's a lot of Jamaicans out in UK. So he's probably a Jamaican descent. It really doesn't matter. It's fucked up what's going on, because he never hid his immigration status. He never hid the fact that he was here without a visa. All that was known. So why not do it back then? Why wait 4 years knowing what you know? Like what sparked you what sparked you finding out now? And now we're finding out it's a potential 10-year ban from the United States, which his lawyers are fighting now as I'm looking through the information. But yeah, what do you think on that?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, again, his lawyers are vigorously fighting. It's pretty much saying, again, that is not his fault. They're going to say it's unnecessary punishment, So we're gonna have to wait, like I said in my video that I did, man. It kind of hit me by surprise, to even see this type of situation. But again, it took me back to, when I would go to court and different things and hearing, and even knowing personal situation, in my life, people who are from different countries and them kind of being on pins and needles, not really even wanting to commit anything. They can get convicted of a felony because they know that they could be sent back to their country. And a lot of people fight to get over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not sure his exact situation, but, we do know a lot of people, this is the land, of opportunity. So, you got even to go back with the whole Trump and the Mexican wall, people, taking boats over here and risking their life just to be, in this country. So, very, very crazy. Now, as far as the street cred, thing, I think people are trying to say that because even though he did live in Atlanta, a portion of his life he was in London. And my thing is, shit, London, they get it in out there too. Right. So
like drinking tea and eating crimpets and shit with the fucking queen. Ain't nobody saying that just because of that. Get out that notion.
Shout out to London, man.
Absolutely. I want to read something courtesy of NBC News. This is via his lawyer. He said, now the Department of Homeland Security has known his address, his history, excuse me, since his filing for the visa in 2017, yet they took no action against him until this past weekend. The rapper was obviously in ICE custody in Georgia and placed in removal proceedings before immigration courts, the agency said on Sunday. Cook also said that 21 Savage was detained based on incorrect information about prior criminal charges, but did not specify what he was disputing about the charges. ICE was refusing to release, obviously, 21 Savage on bond. 21 Savage was neither a flight risk nor a danger to the community. In fact, his contributions to local communities and schools that he grew up in are examples of the type of immigrant we want in America. So his lawyers are fighting hard. They're saying that the crimes that he committed were false. He's actually a victim in this situation. So it remains to be seen. ICE doesn't look like they're playing. It's really strange, the timing of this situation. Super Bowl Sunday 2018, after he's really kind of transcending. Do you think this is anything to that? The timing of it?
Nah, not at all. I just think he was you know, the facts of what they are. He was born, you know, in another country, and there's certain rules that have to be followed, you know, whether it be renewing the visa, not committing crimes. I think he found himself, you know, violating those rules at this point. Will he get out of it? Maybe, you know, but I think the rules are pretty cut and clear, and if he didn't violate it, he'd be fine.
All right, well,
simple as that.
Let's get to the bullshit part of this whole thing, because we read the comments and we got the ears and nods to the streets, and it's two names in particular that's popping out: 6ix9ine snitching or T.I.
Oh man,
I mean, and this is what we're hearing. So just go. Let's talk about them rumors, man, and what you're thinking about those.
Well, you know, the thing about, you know, 21 Savage put a video out, you know what I'm saying, which we'll play. You know, where he talked about, you know, 6ix9ine. He didn't really say his name, but obviously we knew he was talking about, you know, and a lot of people in the comment section and all over the internet were pretty much saying he was talking about T.I., you know, as well, you know, and I think it was the comment where he said, you can't be a king, you know, and be a rat. But I think he was referring to this old video with T.I., you know, and I'll play it for the fam real quick. But T.I. was pretty much doing the Crime Stoppers, you know, video. Also, everybody, even though there's no paperwork per se on T.I., everybody's criticism of him is that how the hell he get off that fake case for like a year when he was facing like 30. But I'll play this quick video, then we'll talk more about that.
Damn, y'all. Some people call me Till. This is about another kind of Till that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them on the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number of Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIL. Channel 2, community coverage, you can count.
Now that's the video, you know, once again, that's an old video, you know, T.I., you know, working with authorities per se.
Damn.
I mean, you know,
damn.
Come on,
watch the narrative, man.
I mean, he's working with Crime Stoppers. I mean, he's telling people. I mean, I understand, like, if it's, you know, a kid is abducted or certain things, you know, but that is for any crime, pretty much any crime committed in that area. He's encouraging people, you know, at that time to pretty much call this number, the Crime Stoppers number. If they see something, say something. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm gonna leave T.I. alone, man. It's funny. He deserved to be clowned for it. I'm gonna leave him alone in this, man.
I like T.I. though, man. He don't got no paperwork on him. I know people gonna rip me for that, but you know, had to definitely play the video. But yeah, 21 Savage, man. I mean, you know, I like him because he's a real dude. Yeah. He shoots right from the hip. And no holds barred and tells it, you know, like it is. And I think he definitely told the truth. My problem with the 6ix9ine situation is, like, you know, once again, like we said before, this guy, you know, running around, we'll talk about this as well, disrespecting blacks, calling us niggas and whatnot. And my thing is, okay, yeah, we say, oh yeah, other races can call us niggas, but how cool would it be if we called them a spick? You know what I mean? Let's just say if Little Dirk and one of them Chicago cats got in the camera and was calling 6ix9ine a spick, Hispanics or Spanish people all around the world will be in outrage about that. So I'm just, you know, even though people say, well, y'all call each other that, you have a point, obviously, there. We know that there's two different ways that is used, but nevertheless, it's still that word. So, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I think, you know, he propagated that lifestyle as being a gangster. And when the time came for him to pretty much stand up to that and be who he said he was, he folded.
Well,
this is what it is.
Yeah, as far as that's concerned, hell yeah. In regards to the nigga conversation when it comes to 6ix9ine, me being both black and Puerto Rican, so I play both sides of the spectrum. I can see both sides. we didn't hold 6ix9ine accountable for saying it. He shouldn't have been allowed to say it. Point blank, period. Like, soon as that shit was going around, and his people needed to hold him accountable.
Yeah.
Because they let the shit get too loose. If they were having a problem with it, you got to control that shit, because, hey, it looks like this kid gets it. Once he gets something going, he really gets it going. He could have been sitting here faking being a gangster the whole time, but once that persona came on him, oh yeah, he took shit over and started fucking putting out plots to kill people and saying this and saying that. So once you give him that lane to be able to do what he wants, or anybody for that matter, it's like one of your friends. If you let him say it, and if it's comfortable saying it, your boy saying it, do you let him before you know he's saying it better than you? Like, oh, wait a minute, now you comfortable, ain't you? Got to be able to check motherfuckers.
I mean, but we just put it in context. I mean, like, we got to get better as a people, because no other people would allow, whether it be a Jew or white,
Hispanic, they ain't having that shit.
Right. Or even the Chinese, calling them out of their name.
They ain't happening.
It won't be cool.
Right.
So that's true. I 100%, agree with that. We definitely had to cover, that angle. Not that I wanted to see him in any trouble, but he admitted, that he was doing crime and stuff and running with gang. He already admitted it. So that is what it is.
He's a grown man right now. He was a kid out here making real grown man moves and decisions. When I say kid, 22, 23-year-old to me is a legal child. When I was 22, 23, I was legal, but I was dumb as dog shit, didn't know anything. So I can only imagine having that kind of money, that clout and all that stuff, being intoxicated with that, and the monsters that it created. It created a monster, and now he's made some grown man decisions, is going to live a real grown man life right now, and he made his bed, he got to sleep in.
How much time did you see him? Last time we talked, we didn't talk about, how much time you think that he would end up again? Some people saying like 5. I'm like, we're right.
If he gets 5, then that's, man,
he wins. That's a W all day.
That's a damn W.
Yeah.
You go from life to 47 to 5. I would love to see, or we're going to see what them other ones got. Because shit, you told on a lot of people. And yeah, you're going to get out. And the overall, the goal is to get out. You'll get out before you're 30. You'll be able to live your life with your daughter. You will never be able to rap again. That whole life and that whole persona is over. Go get your tattoos removed. Go look different. Go live a whole different life. Go work somewhere. Just go be different, because you always have to be worried about your life if you don't.
Is he justified now? Because the video surfaced earlier today, what Treyway, Shotty, and his baby mom. And, y'all can see the video. We're not going to play it here, but I'm sure y'all seen it on the internet. They're saying that that's the video is pretty much the night that they got it in. And they were also saying, there was articles out saying that in jail, this is how the feds play, right? In jail, they showed Tekashi wiretaps, of Shotty, I guess, going back with his girlfriend, text messages, whatever they had on that. They play dirty. So do you think Tekashi 6ix9ine is justified now, for seeing that, knowing that there was grimy dudes behind his back, allegedly taking his money, fucking his girl? Is he justified now for snitching?
I can't say he's justified.
Hell no. Still not.
He's not justified. As fucked up as that is, and even if he happened to find out in the heat of the moment, you still got to stay strong if that's the game you decided to play. Now, if you knew that he was cheating prior, hey, you a boss, right? You take care of your business. If you were that upset, but you don't go run and tell. You don't go, not if you play that game. Now, like you said, and we joked about with T.I., if a civilian sees somebody shoot down somebody in their community, they have a duty as a civilian in that community to police their community correctly and get that person up out of there, because they can't have innocent women, children, or bystanders getting injured in their community by things that are going on. But if I sign up to go ahead and deal with you, shoot with you, bang with you, I can't go tell on you when I get caught.
Right.
Period.
Right. Definitely. I think we can all, agree on that. You know what I mean? Definitely. But yeah, man, you tune into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God, and SamAnt going in today. Everybody listening, man, please go follow, our Uncensored Truth podcast channel, wherever platform you're watching it on. We'll leave the link right in the description. Go follow our official channel, the Uncensored Truth podcast channel right now. All right, Sam, man, I'm going to talk about this next story, man. Soulja Boy has been in the news for a lot of things. Video games, Breakfast Club. But I want to talk about this next story, man. Soulja Boy has been in the news for a lot of things. Video games, Breakfast Club. But I want to talk about this next story, man. Soulja Boy has been in the news for a lot of things. Video games, Breakfast Club. But I want to talk about this next story, man. Soulja Boy has been in the news for a lot of things.